Alright everybody, check this out. We haven't raptored yet, and we're not going to. The weather's not going to let us. It's too humid. I don't think it'll do right. But anyway, here we go. Doing a test fit with the grills on here. What do you think so far? You liking it? Think it's going to sound good? The baffles are screwed in, and once again, if I didn't mention, if you notice the middles don't have them, they're not going to need it. They're sucked in good. Bottom sucked in. We had ooze inside the way I had it. A little bit on the outside. Don't forget, when we get done with this filming, we need to shoot it here and here. Rest of it sealed up, pulled together good. And now, let's see, we got all our holes drilled. Got our battery, 0 gauge, RCA speakers going in. I got to go get a hole bit for the terminals. Right now, we're just going to do the gas tape pull through because it ain't going to leak. Once you get that, we'll put a little silicone on the back side. But yeah, I think it's turning out good.
Also, we're going to have to get a little battery strap or something. Strap that battery down.
Piece of wood in front of it, screw it down. Yeah, I can just do it like this.
Yeah, like a little battery.
Yeah, put that in front of it and just raptor it. Just raptor that. I'll screw it down, raptor it, and then
Measure the battery out. We'll just
mark it out and put it. Yeah. Or I can just raptor it on the table like that and have it ready. So yeah, we got that. But yeah, I just wanted to see how this is going to look. So I don't know if a few of y'all have been keeping up with the build. Sorry I don't have more footage, but sometimes I just got to get shit done. So now the final touches. Everything's squared up on the edges.
By the time we get this done and in there, I'll have my 24 sitting on there.
Uh-oh, got the...
And have my 4-inch in the rear drop and my 3-inch
Yeah, look
in
at
the front.
the height difference from now until later. We'll put side by side and see.
My bottom of my windows are at the top of your car.
Huh. That's pretty
Mine
low.
It's going to be almost midway to your window.
So we're going to have to get Lake Gallet out there filling in soon then, so you don't... So, there you go. So yeah, we got all kind of stuff. Got some toggle switches. Got new seat covers. I'll show you a picture of them. Got new seat covers going on here. Yeah, new seat covers. Yep. So I got stuff I got to get tightened up. I'll have Thursday, Friday to get my stuff done. And Thursday, weather permitting, we'll get the Raptor shot on. Give it 24 hours to dry, bleed out and everything else, and then we can be able to load it up. I'd love to do it today. We have time. But I just don't like this weather because it is dark back that way. All right, so that's it. It's time to clean up and put everything up. I just wanted to get a test fit and show everybody what's going on, and myself. Once again, it's more of a reminder to me than anything. Yep, just to see any details. I'm about to cut out some corner stock here. So there's things to do. And I don't know, when that's going to get done. I'll probably have to do that on one of the, I ain't doing it today. We're about done. About to wrap it up and clean up. And on one of the days I work early and come home 6 or 7 o'clock, still have some daylight. Because that'll be, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 corners I got to cut. So we'll be grabbing some scrap like that and just cutting corners like we did before. And basically we'll end up, well, I don't want to go out there, copyright. It might be copyrighted. I'm going to turn this off as a matter of fact, because I don't want to get popped for that. Because this is actually a good take. All right, everybody, I'm going to end it there. We'll show you some updates later on Project Old School. It's about time to get some Raptor liner on here. Get the subs wired up. Yeah, we also got the pass through for the sub wire going through there to the other one. It's going to actually come out. So one sub to the other in here. And then call it a day. Scratch your mind. Go out there and have some fun. Your wires came undone. See? Sometimes when you just step away from something. Perfect example. When you step away from something, sometimes you'll go, wait a minute. Of course, traffic plenty right when I was fired this up. All right, everybody out there in the Craft Chest Nation, is our Craft Chest here with an update for what we're getting prepared for scraping the coast I got to pull the Defiant up under here and get some things done. I'm going to try to get these headlights taken care of. I actually have 2 kits that I can throw in there. We got tons of stuff to do. I had a lot of running around to do this morning, so it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon as usual. And now I'm sitting up under an oven, but it's better, I guess, than sitting out in the direct sunlight. And this is the canopy we're going to be taking to scraping for the Defiant to sit up under. And I like this handy dandy screen. That's actually very helpful because where you sit out there and usually how people park, you're pointed straight at the sun, at any given time. And that's the main thing that I wanted to do because my windshield's already about to go and I don't need to be sitting out there in the middle of this. And yeah, that would be no bueno for the glass. It's probably going to go anyway because I'm going to go a little deep. I'm going to try to break some stuff, man. Either blow us, I say that, I better shut up. Blow a sub, blow an amp, I don't know, maybe both. But we're going to not hold back because the sub should be broke in. But that's neither here nor there. We're going to have some fun. Here's the canopy with the side skirt, which I really like this, actually, because you can add these side skirts to it. I guess they're sold separately. I'm going to have to actually look these up. And they zip together. So you can potentially have all of this closed in and have one big tent and still have this. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this has another piece that actually covers it up as a rain guard. I'm not 100%, but there's another piece. It's either that or a bag to put this in. I'm not 100%. I just put this together out here, and there's one more flap. I'm not going to worry about going to get it. But I wanted to share this with you because this right here will actually do wonders for going to shows. And I'm going to be just going to local shows and whatnot. Man, the sheriffs have been all up and down this road, man. They ain't playing. I'm talking about every 5 minutes. I love it. Keep on trucking. Yeah. Keep on rolling. But yeah, here we go. So now what we're going to do is pull the Defiant up under here, make sure she fits. Also, too, I'm going to be pulling her up under here so I can get the Project Old School box in position, get all my gear set up, get the Raptor liner out here, and get to Raptor lining that box. I'm thinking the way that we have it set right now, 1 quart should be enough to do the box. I'm actually going to do it a little differently this time. I'm going to do the texturing at 80 pounds. All right, 60 to 80 pounds. That way, it'll get a nice texture to it. Now, if I wanted a fine texture like on the car, which I might do, I don't know. It's hard to do with that 6 pound. I don't really feel like dragging out the big, 20 gallon, 21 gallon tank for this. I guess I could. No, I ain't doing that. But normally it'd be 80 pounds on the first coat and 110 on the second coat. But I'm going to go as high as I can pressure-wise with the 6 pound and just go ahead and spray the box. Get a nice coat on the front, get the back, sides and everything else, and be done with it. And I'm thinking 1 quart will actually be enough to finish it up. And there's a couple of pieces that I'm going to be pulling out from inside here that I'm going to spray while I have it out there. A couple of pieces that the Raptors come off of, and a couple of pieces that I want to add Raptor to. All right, so stay tuned for that. Just want to give an update, and I think this right here is pretty spiffy. Canopy by Olilon, I think it is, Olilon, or Olilon. Olilon. Yeah, but that's the name brand if y'all want to check it out. I got this for $121. They had a discount, like a 15% discount, plus I had like $20 in Amazon kickbacks and what have you, and got it to, got it for $121. So I've always wanted one of these too, because if I ever want to come outside and it's, not storming but raining, and grill instead of having to, which I need to clean up the patio anyway, but it leaks. I'll have a canopy to grill under, get the coals going, first, of course, and then put it up under here. We don't want the heat to melt this. You got to be careful when you're doing such things, because this does go up higher. I just have it on the second setting. You can see the notches here, and I think it goes up one more. I believe it does anyway. Yeah, it should, because it should go up 6 feet. It should be the average height of those bars, but I don't want to digress on that. But working on the car, like if it's sprinkling, raining, whatever, I can still pull up under here, set this up, and be done with it. The hell, it ain't like I'm not going to be wet anyway from sweat. Look at me. And this is just doing this and hanging outside. It is that time of the year. You just might as well face it. You're going to sweat. Drink water. That's all we can do. So yeah, let me stop rambling. I got to get everything in position. I got tons to do. I got seat covers. I got grill inserts to do. I got to clean up the inside. We got to wash her down. I'm going to try to add some speakers, but no promises. I don't know. Got to change my belt, valve cover gasket, all kind of stuff in 2 days that I needed to get done. But first and foremost, we're going to get Project Old School ready to spray, get it sprayed, and be done with it. And then it's going to be on James whether he gets it in there. I'll help him get it in the vehicle. And it's going to be on him to wire her up. You know, if we have time, I'll help him a little bit. Yeah, and also too, I want to try to get headlights restored one last time, and then we're gonna go ahead and change them out. The only reason I hadn't changed them out is because they have that custom harness kit in the back where you had to wire it here, there, and yonder, and I don't feel like dealing with that. And then we'd have to go back and put either another custom pigtail or the original equipment pigtails back on them, because I actually do have the original equipment lights still over in that little building right there. All right, so there you go. Let me get set up. You know, it's hot up under here, but I guess it's better than being in direct sunlight, you know, for a show. I don't know which one I prefer. Let's step out here and see. Half a dozen, one or the other. But this will keep the UV, keep me from burning. We'll have to come up with some type of plan for a fan in the future. I should have bought an inverter, but we'll get that next time. It's a marathon, baby, just like life. It's crafted in mind. Stay tuned. Yeah, now I almost forgot because, as usual, I had a piece here and a part there. I had my gun in one spot, the regulator in the tool box, and the pickup tube in a completely different place. Why do I do that? But it was all in the same area. It's just a matter of finding, okay, I'm going to put this junk pile. But 2 years later, I totally forgot what happened. But look here. We have the first coat going on, and I'm not done. But as you can see, here's the side, and here's what we've done. And we're going a little thicker this time, and I know it's probably going to take a second coat, and if so, that's fine, because I do have another quart and some more hardener. And I figured it was going to take both quarts because this is a pretty big surface area, but so far I still have some left in here, and we'll see how far we can go with 1 quart. I mainly wanted to get the edges, the sides, and the back. I'm not worried about the bottom because I really don't want it to snag, because it has a tendency of snagging on fabric. Depending on how thick the coat is. And the bottom's going to be sitting on the carpet anyway for now, so I'm not going to do the bottom, but we are going to do the sides, and then come back and tighten up all those spots like that where you can actually see the wood. Now this spot here, we couldn't do anything about it because, as you can see, this wood swole up on that corner just from humidity and what have you. But the box itself is going to just turn out beautiful, I think. It's going to gas off. I'm going to leave it out here tonight. Got my security camera watching it. So yeah, we're going to get this finished up. But before I went too far, I wanted to get some footage on this. We're going to wrap this project up. Then we're going to get on the Defiant. I don't know if I've shown the tent, but here's the tent we're going to be taking with us, just to make it a little bit more comfortable. And hopefully, just hopefully, I'm hoping that we have cloud cover, but not rain and heavy wind. It's actually been a nice little, slight little breeze. As you can see, I'm still sweating like a judge on election day. You know my saying. I could say the other one, but somebody looked at me crazy whenever I said it. I didn't come up with it. Anyway, I'm going to turn this off, and whenever I get this coat of Raptor liner put on here, and I'm saying it like that because everybody's like, oh, it's Rhino liner. No, it's not. It's Raptor. Raptor is superior, in my opinion, of course. Stay tuned. All right, everybody, here we go. Here is the Raptor line job. It's been, I don't know, about 30 minutes now. Has it been? Yeah, about 30 minutes. And so far, it's turned out pretty good. I'm liking it. This side's a little bit thicker because my pressure was down, but nobody's really going to see that. I was really focusing on getting a nice, even, smooth texture. And once it dries down, I'll spin it around. And I'm not looking for super thick. We were just looking for that texture. You know what I mean? that famous Raptor line texture. And over here, it looks like it's a little lighter, but I put just as much over here as here. My pressure might have been a little higher, so it thinned it out some. Yeah, and there you go. So the back of it, wasn't able to finish the whole thing. I'm not even going to show it to you. It did about a quarter of the panel down, far enough to reach past the headrest, and I'm out of Raptor. So that other cord, I don't have enough hardener, and quite honestly, I have spent more than enough money on something that ain't mine. So, and it's not a big deal. I'm just saying, I'm going to go get some black spray paint, and we're going to finish off the back. When we finish off the back, I sprayed as much as I could out of the bottles, and yeah, this is what we got here. The sides, a quarter of the back, probably about that much of the back all the way across, and then the rest of it's just going to be black spray paint from there down. I got to go to Walmart at some point anyway after I get out of the swimming pool. But anyway, Project Old School continues. JP from the Gobs Games, he says that he's not going to be ready for it. He must have some family issues happening. He says he might not even go, but it's all but ready for him to get everything. And I came up with an ingenious solution, which I'm going to share with you in the next update for the speaker grills. As you know before, if y'all remember the refurbish that I did, we're going to be using the same grills. I found some standoffs that are just outstanding, and it's going to add just a little bit of offset of color. You probably won't even see them, but they're aluminum standoff tubes that fit perfectly on the ears of the grills. And once we get everything in place, we'll pre-drill the holes where we want them, and yeah, that'll pretty much be it on that. Easy peasy. We'll torque them down very lightly because that plastic is cheap as all get out, but what do you want for 20 bucks a grill? All right, and then that's going to just set it off, I believe. And I don't know if there's any other accent pieces that we could do or come back with some color on here. Once again, we were going to do color like the winter gray on here, but I'm kind of digging the black just like we did on Project Defiant. And the more this airs out and the more it gets the sheen off of it, it's just going to give it that nice, boom box feel to it. And I know boom boxes were silver and gray and all that, but yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Get a little front shot for you. Yeah, that should be close. That might be too far away. I don't even know. With this GoPro, I have never gotten the distance just right. Let me be still for a second. Ease over, show you the middle. Yep, and then the middle, and then this bath lobe here. Yeah, so there we go. All right, I'll catch you back up in the next update. It's Crafted to Mine. Go out there and have some fun. Woo! Of course, we're about to get it. It's been thundering. It's getting down over there, and here we are. Sorry about the lighting. I pulled it way up here in case I got to cover it with the tarps. I'm gonna let it gas off as much as possible. And I don't know if you can see, there's a little bird inside that can right there. See? I don't know if you can or not. You can see himself right here. I made a nest up inside that bucket. I'm gonna leave him be. He did live up under the carport. There was a dust mop that I hung up, and I just left it there and it built a nest, but I guess they decided they wanted to live under here. So what a tree house, huh? Or a bird house, I should say. But yeah, here we go with this. And I wish I had another bottle, but I don't. And I'm out of funds for this. Any of the lightness that you see across here, I'm actually going to tighten up on that with black spray paint. I got some of the 2X. Oh, look, people are already getting geared up for scraping already. They've been all up and down here booming, booming, booming. Got those squatting vehicles. I thought they made those illegal. What the hell? What is that? What is that? What is that? I guess they're going that way. Boy, somebody. There's booms and bangs and thunder and music. Oh yeah, I can tell it's gonna be one of them years where I'm gonna have to leave the house at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, be sitting there when the gates open, ready to go. Um, the tent pulled down easily, the one I used over there, and I don't know how to fold the top, and it was threatening rain, so I folded it up best I could, and it fit in the side compartment of the Defiant, in the back part, the back open door. So got our supplies on one side, tool bag and the tent canopy on the other side. And tomorrow's gonna be one of them days where I can't be playing, can't be getting all tipsy too much tonight. Go in, get cleaned up, go get a 6-pack. That's probably about all we're gonna do. Have some supper and relax. And I actually need to get away from this. I keep on saying get away from the fumes, and there I'm standing right up next to it. But I wanted to give everybody a look. We're 90% done with this box because I still do want to tighten up on the back part of it. And I think it's turned out pretty nice. I could go a whole lot farther with this build. Once I did this and, once I get it done, I'll be able to do it, way faster. It was actually a new project for me. It wasn't like Project Defiant where I had a box that I just needed to measure out to my specifications, to my cabin instead of a Hummer. And I think it was Baseaholic Productions actually came up with the fourth order design for the Defiant, and I made it fit. So there you go. Kind of, I don't know, a couple of ideas. And I found out, I don't know, I haven't said anything about it because I haven't done any flex tests with anybody on film, but I've been having this buzzing sound and vibration sound. It's my baffles. My new baffles, one of them is like a millimeter off, and that's all it takes sometimes. So I'm going to have to take and squeeze in some silicone into that spot and seal it up. Man, these mosquitoes. I stay with some Repel, man. And I don't have any on right now because I'm about to go in and get a shower, get cleaned up, call it a day. Even though it's only like 6 o'clock. I don't want to wear myself out because tomorrow's going to be a big day. We got to take the seats out, and I may actually put the tent back up just in case it rains tomorrow. Got grills to put in, seat covers to do. Want to do the headlights and get the car actually just cleaned up, vacuumed out, and looking good. Because, I'm sorry, I'm going to be that person. I'm going to be that guy. There's nothing that irritates me more. My car right now, compared to the people that I've seen on some of the videos, is like show worthy compared to like, oh, never mind the, Whataburger, dump site in my floorboard. Just kick that to the side. Now, guys, get a trash bag. Everybody should always have a trash bag on them, or a shopping bag, grocery bags, corner store bag, whatever. All right, you should always have something to clean your vehicle up. I mean, when you're giving demos to people and they're recording it, and they're putting it on the TikToks and the Instagrams and the YouTube and everything else, oh my God, it's just, I look at that and I'm like, holy shit, mine is a professional job compared to these people, and I don't even know what I'm doing. So, anyway, I digress, and I don't mean any disrespect, but for real, if you're gonna have your car, for showing and demoing and being filmed by people like, Jacob Viral, Papa T out there, Hayden Price, High Base 601, Jerry 8 Loud, all these other people, even JP from Down for Sound. I'm sure he probably skips over some people because of the way he probably looks inside the window and this is the first thing. Matter of fact, I've seen him do that. Maybe that's why he does that. It's all about the image. Think about it, folks. All right, well, I'm gonna leave it there. I got stuff to do. We got to get the Defiant ready. I checked on my temperature while sitting idling for about 15 minutes. Fluid levels are good. She idles fine. I do want to change my belt. It doesn't really need. I could change it on the fly if I needed to. Numerous other little knick-knack things that I want to do to be 100% ready for this show, and hopefully nothing messes with us. We're about done with Project Old School, and I know that JP from the Gods of Games has things going on right now, so best wishes on that. I understand now why you might not make the show. Hopefully you will. Hopefully things work out, and best wishes to your family in that situation that you're in right there. Yeah, and that's it. I'm just waiting. Actually, I'm waiting on Kitty from the Gods of Games, although they're not together anymore. But you know, that's how you all out there in my community know them. She's actually supposed to be coming by here to pick up a package, and yeah, there you go. Now I'm gonna get cleaned up and call it a day. As you see, the clouds are ever so building on me. Oh, here she is now. There she is, right there. All right, everybody, it's a crowd to the mind. Go out there and have some fun. Woo!
Yeah. Man, cut, Ray. Truck driving, passed out Phantom 309 motherfucker.